Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a full face of mostly new to me products. Most of the things I have in here are fairly new. I have tried a couple of things out, so I kind of have an opinion on them already, but yeah, let's just jump right into it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell so that you can see more of my videos. But first off, what we are going to do is we are going to go into this new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Hydrating Balm Stick. That's what it looks like. And I really like to put this on the outer parts of my face. It just juices everything up. And then it gives it a nice, like, kind of sticky, tacky. It's going to make your foundation stick to your face. I'm going to go into this new Essence Prime Plus Studio Glow Boosting Pore Minimizing Primer. This has pink clay in it. I think you can get this for like $4 at Ulta, and I really liked it. That's what it looks like. It does have kind of a dewy iridescent finish. I'm really going to focus this in the T-zone area where I get my pores. Today I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in the shade Porcelain. This looks a lot darker in the tube than it does when you put it on your face. Well, it doesn't look that dark because it's the lightest shade and I'm super pale, but you know. I wore this the other day and it just gave my skin such a fresh look. I'm going to use my Real Techniques blending sponge. So it's not the most full coverage foundation, but it just gives such a nice fresh look. It's a very natural finish foundation, kind of on the dewy side, but I'm not a full coverage queen, so it's perfect for me. All right, moving on, we are going to go into the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Warm. It's not very warm though, so I don't know why they call it that, but it's got a big doe foot applicator like the Shape Tape, and it seems to be quite full coverage. And I'm also going to be putting this on my eyelids as my primer, just because I didn't get my Urban Decay primer potion out. So this is what it looks like with one layer. I'm going to leave it like that. It's pretty full coverage. We'll see if it competes with my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, because that is my favorite right now. To set my face, I'm going to be using my Pretty Vulgar The Powder Room Matte About It Translucent Setting Powder. This is not a new product. It's pretty much the only not newer to me product. I've used this several times. Okay, so I've got that in all the places that I really want to like lock in everything, and it's kind of baking a little bit. So while that sits there a minute, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Oh, no. Before we do that, this is the e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter, and this is in the shade Cloud. I should have got the shade, I think it's Bubbly, but I thought Cloud was going to be lighter, and once I looked at them again, I don't think it is. But it is a jelly highlighter. This is similar to the Farsali Jelly Beam Highlighter. It's got a really cool texture, but before we get all of that powder set in, just going to hit the high points of my face and blend that out. It's pretty. It doesn't blend out the best. And that could be because I put my powder on without thinking about it. So, but it does give a really nice finish. This would be good to put on maybe before your makeup to give you a whole gloomy, luminous vibe. But we're gonna go over with powder foundation or powder highlighter. So back to the brows. I'm gonna be using the NYX 3-in-1 brow pencil in the shade Charcoal. This is a nice like metal tube. It comes with 3 different brow products. It's got a brow pencil, a brow filler powder, and then it has a brow gel mascara. Now my issue with this is that the brow gel is super dark. Like it's pretty much black. It's just too dark for my hair. So I'm gonna take the pencil side first. So I just use the pencil side. I'm gonna take a spoolie. Now the thing I don't like is that this doesn't have a spoolie. And then I'm going to take that brow powder and just ever so lightly put it on my eyebrows. I mean, just a little bit. So that's pretty much the eyebrows. I'm still testing this out. I'm not the best with it. I have been using a brow gel for forever, so learning how to use a brow pencil and all of that good stuff is, I'm getting there. So now I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to kick off that powder. This is just an e.l.f. powder brush. Oh yeah, so I'm going to use this e.l.f. illuminating palette. I got this thing for like $3 at Marshall's, but I heard it was a good dupe for like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. So I am going to take this Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush. I would never use this as a foundation brush. It's just kind of a fluffy, more of a powder brush. And I'm going to dip into those shades. And I did swatch this. This isn't really like a highlighter. I hope not, at least. But it's just supposed to give your face like a pretty luminous glow without being like highlightery. So you use it underneath your eyes to kind of kick off your bake, kind of set your face with it, hopefully. I've never used the Hourglass ambient lighting. I've always wanted to, but they've always kind of scared me a little bit. So yeah, it gave my skin like a nice, fresh, juicy look almost. Like I look real hydrated, without being glittery highlighter-esque. So, I didn't get a bronzer. Hold on one second. Okay, so for bronzer, this is the new Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Sunset Striptease. I hope this isn't too dark for me. The other shades were like super shimmery. So, I guess today I'm just going for a very luminous look. So we're gonna go with a very light hand I'm going to use this Sonia Kashuk brush. This is what I used to use for my bronzer. It just laid down a nice light wash of color. Come on. So I'm just going to very lightly take this on my brush. It's not bad when you just gently go into it. Okay, so bronzer's laid down. This was not as terrifying as I thought it was going to be. I actually think it looks very pretty. It's kind of just barely there, so we'll go with that. And then next new is going to be the Rimmel Maxi Blush Powder Blush in the shade Third Base. This is the lightest shade. This is what it looks like. It's a really pretty pinky, and this is also kind of luminous, so apparently I'm just trying to glow today. I'm going to use my Morphe E4 blush brush. This is what I always use. So this is really pretty. It's very light. You have to definitely build it up. Pretty. I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge and just kind of mush that into the skin. Alright, and then last thing for the face, for the most part, I got this Makeup Revolution Ultra Cool Glow highlighting palette from Marshall's yesterday. This was $5. These are beautiful. This is what they look like. Yes, I have swatched them. You can see my little fingerprints there. But these are really fun. So I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics Royal Affair highlighting brush. This has become like my favorite highlighting brush, and I think I'm going to dip into the shade. There's no shade names. I think I'm gonna go a little bit natural. Let's go with this pink. I know it looks really bright, but when I swatched it, it wasn't that bad.
It's pretty.
So I'm going to swatch these for you real fast, just so you can see. They had a Ultra Warm Volume 2 palette as well, and I almost got that, but I found another thing that I've been looking for, and I'm gonna do a TJ Maxx, or not TJ Maxx, because I didn't go to TJ Maxx. Marshalls and Ross and Ulta haul, because I did go to those yesterday. Ulta has been killing it. Essence has had a lot of new stuff, so that's been really awesome. Let's go down. These shades are so pretty. So yeah, you get 8 humongous pans. I will never in my life go through this. All right, so moving on, we're gonna do my eyes real fast. I'm going to work today, so I'm not gonna do anything crazy. But we're going to use the new Essence Eye Flirt Party Look eyeshadow palette. This thing is massive, for one. Comes in this cute plastic packaging. You do get a nice big mirror, but this is what it looks like. So a lot of pinky, my thing's cracked, that's not nice. Pinky neutrals with some really pretty shimmers, but let's just dive right on in. So I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk brush. First I'm gonna take the Real Techniques sponge and get rid of those creases. And we are going to dip into this first shade called Naturally. We're just gonna set our lids. So Wink Wink, which is this kind of reddish brown shade there, and we're gonna hit it in the crease. I'm gonna keep this look very simple today. So that blended out really well. It's nicely pigmented. All right, and then I'm going to take my Inspire 282 Eye Fluff brush. That's what it looks like. It's a little bit more of a dense blending brush or packing brush maybe. I don't know what they are. And then we're gonna go into the shade When I Want, this shade here. And this is just a nice chocolatey brown shade. We're gonna knock off most of that because I don't want a lot. And we're just gonna hit the very outer corner of the eye. Okay, and then to finish off the look, I am just going to go into On the Beach here on my finger and pack that on the lid. And then last thing, I am going to take this Morphe E36 pencil brush, and I am going to go into back to that Wink Wink shade. So that first shade we put down in the crease. I'm just going to go under the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take that Inspire brush again and go back to When I Want. And I'm just going to blend out right there where we put that shimmer shade. I'm going to blend those two together. This shade doesn't have as much pigment, it seems, as the other shade. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean kind of blending buffing brush, and I'm going to go right above all of it and soften up. So yeah, very simple eye look today. I want to play with the more purpley tones in this palette, but I've only worn it so far when I was going to work. So we have lips and lashes, but before we do either of those, I'm going to set my face. Right. So I'm going to use the Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy setting spray. I've only used this that one time. I should have used one of the new Wet n Wild ones, but whatever. This is the one that smells like cucumbers. So and I kind of went a little heavy with it because we have a lot of powder, or I have a lot of powder on my face today. So I just want all that to blend in. I'm just going to take that sponge and press it. And this just makes everything sink into the skin. And then I'm going to use one more setting spray because we're keeping with that glowy look. This is the Found Stardust Illuminating Makeup Setting Spray. This came in one of those Walmart favorite kits. I haven't used this on my face yet. Shake it real good. Hopefully the spritzer's not, okay. Ooh, it's a really nice mist. It smells terrible. So, for lips, we are going to be using, oh, I got it out. I found this Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Liquid Lip Set at Marshall's. This was $17. It comes with 6 shades. I'm going to use this shade Peachy, and these are just really cute little like travel trial sizes, but these will last me forever. So, first impressions, these are very matte. They go on kind of tough and they kind of tug a little bit, but I like the way this looks a lot. And then to top it off, I got the new Revlon. These are their crystal lipsticks, and this is in the shade 001 Crystal Glow. So this is what it looks like. It's really cute crystal shape. It's really nice packaging. So I'm just going to put this right in the center of my lips. Actually, I'm going to put it on the whole lip. So hopefully that doesn't make the lipstick move around too much, because it is very oily, balmy, I guess you could say. But these are super cute. I did get this and the highlighter, the like jelly highlighter. They were buy one get one half off at Ulta, so they were both a good price. So, and then the last thing we're gonna do is lashes. Rimmel was super nice. And they sent me, I reached out to them on Instagram and said, hey, look, I'm having a really hard time finding your 3 new palettes. Where are they? When can we find them? And they reached out to me and they're like, hey, we want to send you all of them for the inconvenience. So that was super nice of them. So they sent me the new Thunderstorm, Rainbow, and Wow palettes. And then they also sent me this new Scandalize Wow Wings mascara in the shade Black, and it says it's supposed to have up to 11 times the volume, so it's really cute packaging. I am going to jump off camera to do this just because it takes time, and then I'll be back with my thoughts. Okay, so I like the mascara. I don't think it gives you tons of volume. This is the second coat. So, and I mean, it's really pretty. My cats are going insane. This is what the brush looks like. It is a plasticky type brush, which aren't my favorite, but it's got a drier formula, which is my favorite. So it kind of balances out. I've just noticed that mascaras that use that more plastic brush tend to be super watery, so if you jab your eye, then it gets all over it, and you tend to have a tendency to jab your eye when you use those plastic mascara wands. But so this is a nice mascara. I'm sure you can get this from the drugstore for not much, because Rimmel's a more super affordable brand. But yeah, here's the finished look. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. The foundation is so nice. So I really love that Wet n Wild foundation. Let me get you set back up here. It's always the fun part. I really love the foundation. There's nothing that I don't like. Everything looks really pretty. So yeah, new stuff, lots of fun, always a good video to do. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to see anything else from me, please let me know. Leave it down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.